the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We hope you're wearing the green today on the... Special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And closing in on the playoffs, everyone is banged up at this point, but these two teams are especially banged up.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Brian is out there with Harper. And it's Fox. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. And for the Pelicans, we've got Barnes. Isaac out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's King. And it's Flanders in at the two-guard spot. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
Now here's King. Claxton a screen on Fox. King's shot is off. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Fox. Pass to Bryant. Back to Fox. 4 on the shot clock. Harper, no good. And here's New Orleans now. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Now, here's Vassell. Last time, 14 points for him. Fox from outside. That one, no good. King with it. Isaac outside. Pass to Flanders. Back to Isaac. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
The wide open look here for Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Claxton the pass to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Bryant gets a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's King. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And he sinks the second. Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. On the wing, Bryant. There's the 3. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Hey, don't feel bad. Everyone struggles to keep Wemby off the glass.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Isaac outside. King, the pass to Flanders. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Fox. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. A floater. Pelicans with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play. Got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
And San Antonio has possession. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Harper wide open. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Isaac. Up top, King from about 19 feet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Good on both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForest on the sideline.
I caught up with the head coach for New Orleans. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Taking a look, Kings check in for Ryan. Here's King. Last time out, he had 44 points. Flanders the pass to King. It's Claxton high post. Offline from the high post.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
Outside Harper. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. King outside. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Bryant. Fox from outside. Barnes grabs the miss.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Fox with the steal. Here's the drive, and he gets it to go. Fox has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Harper. Nifty move. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. Fifth, Dylan Harper.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. To make this list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Here's Sanders. And the three off target.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Fox. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Barnes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
1:32 left in the first quarter. Lets it go from 14.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's Marks. Sanders covering. 5 on the clock. Here's King, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Wembanyama passes to Fox. Here's the screen. They could use a bucket, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Here's Flanders. Sanders covering. Claxton is screen on Sanders. And Claxton throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And here's Sanders. 11 points last game. Wembanyama left side. Over Claxton. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Marks. Offline with his three. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the floor for San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Sanders, and it's Peterson in at the small forward. Pass to Flanders. Back to King. The kick out to Barnes. A three ball. San Antonio with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
The Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Here's Flanders, covered by Vassell. Such a wide open look. Barnes has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pelicans. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Oh, and Wemby just able to see over that contact, plus converts through the foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama passes to Peterson. Vassell outside. The tray. Massey pulls it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Golden State Warriors.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Wembanyama against King. Over Wembanyama. King's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Sanders passes to Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Sweet move. Oh, flexing Wembanyama.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here he goes, and it's Sanders with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Here's King. 8 points for him. Over in the corner, Barnes. Clock at 6. Can they get it? Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Robinson is right there.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Flanders. Sanders covering. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Wembanyama finds Fox. Shoots over King. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Fox.
The defense was so focused on keeping Fox in front of them, and that gave him enough room to sink it in from mid-range.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's Flanders. No good on the 3. Here's San Antonio now. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's Vassell. Misses in close. Pelicans leading by 4. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Fox with the screen for Sanders. And Wembanyama outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to King. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And some changes here for the Spurs. Peterson's checked in, and it's Harper in for Sanders. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, he's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake. Pass to Vassell. Over Flanders. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
No good on the triple.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Peterson, the pass to Harper. Over Marks. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 6, and the bucket from Harper.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
King outside. Bassey controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Harper kicks to Vassell. From the wing, jump shot is good. Vassell's got 5. And with the trend break toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
On the wing, Fox. A 23-point game for him in the win against Miami.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Pass to Bassey. And the layup falls. And it's an 11-point Pelican lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Charles Bassey. Person's checked in for San Antonio. Pass to Barnes. Claxton a screen on Person. Barnes bounce pass. King the pass to Barnes. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside Harper. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Flanders. Back to King. Lets it go with the 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
For 3, Vassell connects from 3-point range. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
More comfortable in these moments. Vassell wants the ball as much as possible.
Pass to King. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Takes the 13-footer. Vassell grabs the board.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Fox finds Vassell. Fires for three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Barnes has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Flanders. Launches a three. San Antonio with the rebound.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Left side, Fox. Outside, Robinson. Now, here's Vassell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Top of the key, Claxton. Pass to Marks. Fires the three. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Just 4 seconds left in the second quarter. And Claxton throws it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And so it's New Orleans enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hey everybody, we've seen plenty of action in that first half to chat about. But first, we're taking a look at the power rankings during this late season push. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Hey, living in the paint is good living. Take it from me.
Yeah, this team doesn't settle. They're aggressive and they're physical. It's impressive to watch.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been quite a game for Slim.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nicholas Claxton out there with Isaac. Then it's Barnes. Then it's King. And it's Flanders in at the shooting guard position. That's the Pelicans 5. Pass to Flanders. Here's the three. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harper's shot's good.
Something Vassell is only improving at, recognizing these chances to drop an easy dime.
Come get it, come get it.
Here's Flanders, covered by Vassell. It's deflected and stolen by Wembanyama. Vassell against King. Here's Wembanyama. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Vassell against King. Takes a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And Bryant kicks to Vassell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pelicans leading by 5. King outside. Barnes outside. Back to King. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Look how ready Barnes is to play physically. He insists on finishing his motion.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Barnes hits them both. Now Fox. 9 points in the game so far. Five to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Harper, no good.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
King, the pass to Flanders. Back to King. To the middle, and stolen by Wembanyama. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Just imagine trying to guard Wemby clean. It's not an easy task.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Fox against King. To the paint, and stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The second half of the season has seen a ton of assists from this group of players who are the top passers since the All-Star break. Take a look at Slim, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
You gotta love how scrappy De'Aaron Fox is. No matter what kind of challenges he faces in a game, he's never giving less than his all.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Wembanyama. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's averaging 28 points, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass, and it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Off target with his 3.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising, it's such a tight game.
Here's King. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Count it. Good. 15 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Everyone loves seeing Wemby put up serious points. His team, his coaches, definitely the fans. That's what they pay for. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Fox with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Vassell. King with the block. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Wow, And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And here's Harper from the arc. Knocks down the three ball. Harper's got 10 points.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Fox against King. On the wing, Isaac. King outside. The kick out to right. Fader on the way. Fires from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Shoots over King. Fox, no good. Pelicans leading by 6. King outside. Isaac a screen on Fox. To the inside. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got 4 this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Vassell wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 5 assists in the game. For New Orleans, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Robinson's checked in for Vassell. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 3 on the basket from Harper.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's King. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Now here's King. He's got 21. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number 1 reason why they're winning right now.
Fox kicks to Harper. Back to Fox. Shoots over King. Fox, no good.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Robinson. Spurs passing it around. Robinson sets a screen for Bryant, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Right outside. Pass to Marks. Back to King. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. King with the steal. To the middle. Goes up. And Claxton throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And here's a look at the stats for Slim. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. First in assists. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Bryant, and he banks in the layup. Bryant's got 8 points.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by New Orleans. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal. And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Pass to Sanders. And Benyama outside. And here is Harper. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And now just a 5-point Pelican lead. King outside. Now here's Tucker. He's tightly guarded. 6 on the shot clock. Fires it up. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Pass to Wright. A 3. It's good from long range. Wright's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's Jorcic. Lays it up off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
27 seconds left to play here in the third. King outside. Out to the wing. Here's Flanders. Off target from three-point range.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Peterson the pass to Harper. Here's Jorcic. And a miss there on the triple. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans on top, up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for the Spurs, Fox is out there with Sanders. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Peterson in at the power forward. Free throw drops for Wright.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so Wright nails both of them. Spurs trail by 6. Outside, Fox. To the paint. Peterson, that's good.
those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Tucker. Fox against King. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. King outside. Now right. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Tucker. Misses the 3. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. 4-point game. No good with the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Spurs shooting reasonably well, 45%. Sanders passes to Vassell. Here's Peterson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fires the 3. Devin Vassell, and that's good. Vassell's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's King. Pass to Marks from deep. Now here's Tucker. Up top, Bessie. Here's Marks. Right, the pass to King. Timeout called Pelicans.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach address his team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. For 3, Vassell. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's rolling around the perimeter ready to fire.
And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Agile finish from Vassell against that foul, managing to get the and one.
For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Fox against King. Pass to Marks. 6 to shoot. Now here's King, guarded by Fox. Now Tucker from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And here is Robinson. Bessie defending. Sanders passes to Peterson. Back to Sanders. 3-pointer, Fox. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Pass to Tucker. Here's Marks. 3-pointer. Rebound, San Antonio. Robinson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Vassell kicks to Fox. Outside Robinson. Vassell against King. Here's Robinson. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
King, the pass to Bessie. No good that time. San Antonio trailing here. Outside Robinson. And here's Vassell from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Vassell's got 26.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Here's Marks, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Fox dishes to Sanders. Vassell outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
As strong as they looked in that first half, their defense hasn't been the same here in the second. They just look slow, not very sharp.
And that one's good. Marks has got 5 points in the quarter.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Pass to Robinson. Fox from outside as he pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Vassell sends a screen for Fox. Outside Robinson, and Sanders kicks to Vassell. Off target from outside. The Pelicans leading. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Spurs trail by 5. Robinson on the wing. Pass to Wembanyama. To stop the run. And it's King with the rebound. King's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Flanders. He's guarded by Harper. King, the pass to Bassey. Harper with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, look at the focus from Wembanyama. Drills it through contact.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Here's Flanders. Nobody near Barnes. That three off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
The problem with Wemby is how do you guard someone that doesn't have to jump to dunk?
Pass to Flanders for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Fox passes to Harper. Bounce pass Robinson. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Launches it. The rebound by Flanders. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for New Orleans. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. King, right side. Pass to right. The kick out to Barnes. Bryant with the steal. Now, here's Vassell. Defense right on him. Outside Bryant. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
They've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Pelicans leading by 4. Here's Flanders. Paxton a screen on Fox. Shot clock at 6. The shot is off.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
The 13-footer. Not going to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Barnes outside. King inside. Guarded by Fox. Fox with the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Layup, no good.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And Wembanyama with the flush.
That is where you want to see Wemby making big plays in big moments.
Fox against King. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Fox.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Shoots the three. Doesn't get that one.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him that he's up off the threes.
Here's Vassell. And here is Fox. 4 on the clock. Barnes rips down the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Claxton outside. King against Vassell.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead. Trying to close that door.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Here's Fox.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock. Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count it.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. He just served him up.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, tough break for him there. But they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit no matter who's on the floor. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Vassell against King. Wembanyama off the glass.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Outside, Wembanyama. It falls!
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Slim.